Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you some of the new features in Ledger Live. Ledger Live now supports ERC20 tokens and Native Segwit Bitcoin addresses. So let's jump right in. Alright, so when you first launch Ledger Live, if you see a blue alert up here at the top, telling you that you need to run the update, then go ahead to get yourself up to the latest version. If you're in accounts or something else, there's usually a blue dot up there on portfolio that will indicate to you that you need to run the update. So let's check out some new features in the update. If we go over here to About and check details, we're at Ledger 1.14.0. This is the latest version of Ledger Live now. And so they fully support ERC20 tokens now, up to 1250. I don't know if anyone has that many, but there's quite a few of them. If you have some smaller ones, they may not show up, so don't get alarmed because they don't support all of them, but they do support the major ones, so I wouldn't worry too much. All right, so it mentions some requirements before this update feature will work. And it says that you need to install the latest version of the Ethereum app on your device. You might need to go into the manager and delete your Ethereum app and re-add it in order to get the latest version. I don't believe there's any mechanism in the manager that will allow you to update your app. So I'll demo that real quick. And so basically what will happen is when you update your Ledger Live, they're going to scan your accounts, and then there'll be an accounts update pop-up here, which will indicate that you need to update any Ethereum accounts that you have in Ledger Live. Let's check out Ledger Live though real quick here, and we'll go back over here to Manager. I would like to explain how this works. All right, so if you have a device, so what's going to happen when you launch Manager is it's going to ask you to allow Ledger Manager on your device. So you'll hit both buttons for that. All right, and once you get to the home screen, you'll see that Ledger Manager will launch. Now, if you're not sure if you're running the latest version of the Ethereum app, then just hit the trash can icon. Right, and it will uninstall Ethereum. You'll notice there on my home screen the Ethereum app is next to Bitcoin, and then it goes through the process and Ethereum disappears. Not to worry, all you need to do is just re-add the Ethereum app. So just hit install and Ethereum comes back. This will just guarantee that you've got the latest version of the Ethereum app. So when you go over to accounts, you might see an account update window that will ask you to update your Ethereum account so that it will support ERC20 tokens. All right, so you can see that my Ethereum account now has this tokens list under here. And I can click this and reveal all of the ERC20 tokens that I have stored on this Ethereum address. So as you can see, I have several, and then it lists their amounts and their dollar value in US dollars here. And then you can hide this. You can also view the accounts in a different interface if you want. If you click over here at the top right, this grid, you'll see all of the accounts sort of listed separately. And then you'll see that a token account is light blue, very similar to Ethereum. And then right next to the Ethereum icon, you'll see a little icon with the first letter of the ERC20 token. So light blue indicates that it's an ERC20 token, a sub token of Ethereum. And there'll be an icon with a little letter, which is the first letter of the ERC20 token. It'll help you keep them straight. All right, there's some more things in settings that we can check out as well. Over here, they have a new item called crypto assets. If you want to buy and sell or swap tokens in the Ledger Live interface, they have a way that you can choose which exchange you want to use. So if you want to switch ETH to dollars, you can switch that over to Coinbase, and will allow you to trade tokens down here in Buy Crypto. I like to turn my auto lock off because it will force you to enter the password every 10 minutes by default. So this will by default have 10 minutes here, but it's a little frustrating when you're working with Ledger Live that it keeps asking you for your password. So if you want to turn that off, just take that down to never. Or you can put it at 1 hour, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I think it's a little more organized to use this list view and hide and reveal tokens. And then also in portfolio, you can see here that it lists some of my ERC20 tokens as being the large chunk of my portfolio. So now you can view and send and receive all of your ERC20 tokens within Ledger Live now, instead of having to use My Ether wallet. So this is really big news that you can view ERC20 tokens. The new version of Ledger Live also supports the native Segwit format for Bitcoin. So if you're not using the native Segwit format, you might want to check that out. So all you have to do to check it out is hit Add Account, and then we'll choose Bitcoin, and then we'll hit Continue. And Ledger Live is asking me to connect my device, which I've done. I've got it connected with a cable, and then it's asking me to open the Bitcoin app. So all I have to do is navigate over. As you can see, just navigate to where I'm on top of Bitcoin and hit both buttons. All right, and that opens up application ready, and then you can see Ledger Live is happy that the ledger is connected and the Bitcoin app is active. And now it's going to scan for wallets. This is the interface that you'll want to notice. That when it offers you a new account, it offers you the regular Segwit, and it also offers you the new native Segwit account. So all you have to do is just add accounts. All right, let it scan for an account, and then you can add an empty native Segwit account. All right, so all I need to do is tick it off. I've unticked everything else because all I'm doing right now is adding that new empty native account. Oh, and I need to indicate that it's different than the one that I already have down here. And then I'll hit Add Account. And then we'll close that. And you can see down here that it's added that new empty account. All right. So this is a newer address format. The fees are lower, and it works faster than the old Segwit. So I would encourage you to create an empty native Segwit account and use that for your Bitcoin deposit going forward. You can also take your old Segwit account and just transfer from there into your new native Segwit account, which is what I had done earlier. You'll get a little bit of a network fee for that. It's going to cost you a little money, but in the long run, it's probably a better way for you to store your Bitcoin long term. You'll also notice that if you go to send, there's a new max feature that will allow you to send the max amount in an account, which is pretty cool. What that will do is calculate your network fees and subtract that from your balance, so that you'll be able to send the entire balance and leave the account empty, taking into account the network fees. It used to be you had to sort of eyeball that before. So that's another interesting new feature. So also what I'd like to show you guys is that Ledger Live, the app, has also added support for ERC20 tokens. So when I launched my Ledger Live on my phone, it shows those 12 tokens. And you can see your ERC20 tokens in Ledger Live now. Now, if you would like to sort of sync up your Ledger Live to your phone, there's an interesting way to do that. If we go to Settings and Accounts, you'll see there's an export accounts feature. So I'm going to move my phone over here in the middle. And we just hit export. And then this QR code appears. So all I do over on the Ledger Live app is go to accounts and hit plus at the top. And then you see down below there it says import desktop accounts. I'll just tap that. Right? And then I get the camera. You might have to allow access on your phone if you've never done this before. And then we'll just hold it up to that QR code. And then just hold it there. See as it goes through the percentage there. And then it added a few extra accounts that were not on there. And notice now it supports that native Segwit feature. So I'll hit import there. Right, and then we'll just close this. We're done here. We'll get this out of the way. And you can see that when I go over to portfolio on both of these, that now these amounts are matched perfectly. You'll also notice down there on my phone that the latest transactions there in portfolio were when I moved some ERC20 tokens into my Ethereum account. So very exciting. I hope you guys check all this out and get everything set up and enjoy all these interesting new features in Ledger Live. If you have any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. Don't forget I have a live stream every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for Live from Michigan, where I'll be available to take any questions that you may have, and I'll do my best to get them answered right there on the fly. Hope to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.